The Russell 2000 index, which tracks around 2,000 small cap US companies, has traded sideways since late 2021. After reaching roughly $2,450 in November of that year, it has hovered between $1,650 and $2,500. This 4-year consolidation period has occurred while the S&P 500 gained about 40% and the Nasdaq a little more than 40%. The index has delivered no net return in nominal terms since the last Bitcoin all-time high in 2021. This is important because small cap companies are more exposed to changes in credit and liquidity conditions. Many rely on floating rate debt and frequent refinancing. When the Federal Reserve raised interest rates from 0% to over 5%, financing costs increased, margins compressed, and valuations declined. The Russell's muted performance reflects a period of restricted liquidity and elevated borrowing cost. Historically, small cap stocks tend to outperform after periods of monetary tightening. In the first year following a shift toward easier policy, the Russell 2000 has exceeded the S&P 500 by about 20 to 25%. Examples include the rebounds that began in 2003, 2009, and 2020. Each of those periods coincided with renewed credit expansion and broad risk-taking across markets. Bitcoin's major advances have also followed expansions in global liquidity. When M2 growth turned positive in early 2019, Bitcoin increased from about $3,000 to $13,000 in 6 months. During the monetary expansion that followed the March 2020 market crash, Bitcoin rose from $5,000 to $69,000. The Russell's prolonged consolidation period today shares several characteristics with those pre-bull market environments. Within equity markets, leadership has been concentrated at the top. The 10 largest companies in the S&P 500 represent more than 35% of the index's total market capitalization. Meanwhile, the median company in the Russell 2000 remains about 40% below its 2021 high. That distribution of capital has kept smaller firms subdued, but it also indicates stored potential energy once credit conditions ease and liquidity broadens. Bitcoin is often the earliest responder to such shifts. When credit expands and new capital enters the system, Bitcoin's price typically adjusts faster than other assets. The current state of the Russell 2000 represents an extended pause in the business cycle. It shows that smaller enterprises have not yet participated in the recovery phase. When that participation begins, the improvement in credit and liquidity conditions should also provide a highly supportive environment for Bitcoin, and we could be off to the races. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.